Beloved, shalom, shalom, beloved. Welcome to the live. We are talking about the table is set. The table is set. Now, I can't find or remember the exact date that I heard that the table is set. I believe it was around March I'm thinking. It was either March the 1st or somewhere around there. Give or take a day or two, but in the afternoon as I was strolling and walking, I heard clearly the table is set. The table is set. And what does that make us think about when you think about the table? The table is set. I have a few revelatory words to share regarding that. And it might not be the same for everybody. However, the table is set. And this has to do with prophecy. It has to do with the marriage prophecy. It has to do with the king and the queen. That's right. We're going to talk about the kings and the queens and give a few illustrations or examples of that. So this is a confirmation, and this is regarding marriage prophecy, prophetic word regarding marriage. So the table is set. And you may ask, well, what does that exactly mean? The table is set. The table is set. So when the table has been set, that means we are going to have a feast. So this is confirmation. This is a time for feast or feasting. So this is actually a prophetic word that is also a confirmation for the season and time in which we are in right now. And many may say, oh, well, it's time to fast, it's time for this or that. But we are right here in Aviv. And you may ask, what is Aviv? Aviv means springtime or spring in Hebrew language. And Aviv is the first of the year, the head of the year, whatever you want to call it. And how we all got away from actually observing the first of the year, which usually starts in March or April, depending. Usually it's in March. And that is the beginning of the new year, the new season, the springtime, and so on and so forth. So this is a confirmation. This is a time for the feast or feasting. Celebration time. It's the victory season. It is like at the huppah, which is a wedding canopy, or the which is used for Sukkot, which is like a tent or similar to a tent. There is fruit at the feast. There are vegetables. There's pure food, good food. And it's a time of gratitude, to be thankful. Like the wedding. And it just leads me to share Harashim or Song of Songs. I love poetry, and I know most of you probably love poetry as well. And I think about the specific verse in 6:3, which is, I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. And there's a lot that goes on at the feast. The dinner set for the two, the king and the queen. Now, this could be many different kings and queens together, coming together in a time of celebration. It doesn't have to be just one king and one queen. It could be kings and queens, plural. So regardless of how it takes place, we know that there is definitely a time to celebrate weddings, and usually the best time to have that wedding celebration or ceremony or whatever you want to call it, that feast, that dinner, whatever, is in the springtime. In the springtime, it's so much better because it's the so romantic in the springtime. As you see, the sun is about to set, but it's going to be so romantic in the springtime. It's going to be so memorable in the springtime because the flowers that bloom, the birds are flying around, and everything is so brand new, and the bunnies are hopping around. So there's a lot to consider in this time. And we're to know the seasons and the times, both naturally and spiritually. So as you go about your day or your evening, your night, whatever it is, wherever you are in your time zone, in your nation, wherever you are, just remember the table is set. The table is set right now for the bride. The table is set for the king and the queen. The table is set for the groom. The table is set for that union, for the two to come together, the two to walk together in perfect harmony and unity, in love, pure love, and being dedicated to one another, being faithful, monogamous, whatever you want to say, oneness, transparency. There's so many different words we could use to talk about coming together and being married. The two become one. The table is set. It has everything to do with the wedding. And the next live will be about the dance. Because I did hear a word yesterday, a word about that is definitely a marriage video. And I will be sharing that one next. And for those of you who do not know, my name is Shifrah Yocheved Yisrael. I am here to bring something of priceless value to you, not to take anything away from you. And remember, this is also the time of the remembrance for Queen Esther and her husband, the King of Persia, as her and Mordecai came together, and they definitely were ones to help the people in the nation, to keep them from the wicked plan and plot of Haman. So many may know that story, many may not know that story. However, there's a lot unfolding at once. The remembrance of Queen Esther and the victory there in the land in Persia. And then there's Aviv, springtime, the new season. It's Women's Month. It's so much going on at the same time. But it's definitely a time of celebration. It's a time to feast. It's a time to enjoy. It's a time to have fun with family and friends. And that's what we all love to do anyway. It's a time for laughter. It's a time for joy. It's a time for peace. It's a time for unity, harmony, and it's also a time for balance. So as you go forth, remember, count the blessings, appreciate your king, appreciate your queen, appreciate your prince, appreciate your princess. And if you have not been connected yet with your mate for life, like the eagles, hold on tight and wait for the perfect time, the perfect moment. It will surely happen, as long as you are not going to give up on the promise, as long as you are waiting and ready. In that time of preparation, it can be a little uneasy, unsettling. However, just hold on. Your marriage promise is coming. Don't give up, don't give out, and don't give in to being one who loses hope. So as you go forth, be in that time of preparation and great expectation, knowing that the blessings, the miracles, the promises, and all of those good, great, incredible things are going to happen in your life. And if you're already connected, if you're already married, that's wonderful. It's a time of celebration for you. Many are being rekindled, and some are being reconnected, and some are just having a new start together with a brand new person because it's their time to come together. Many different scenarios. For some, it's going to be like Queen Esther. For some, it's going to be like Ruth. For some, it's going to be like Rebecca. There are just so many different, very different scenes as if it's in a movie. So hold on to the dream, keep dreaming, keep pushing, keep pressing, and know that love is the key to everything as you go forth. Don't give up and don't get out. It's just as you see that sun shining bright and this springtime has erupted like a volcano, know that your Boaz, if you are Ruth, coming to get you in the field. Know that your king of Xerxes, the king of Persia, is coming to get you, Queen Esther, and give you that crown. Know that if you are waiting to meet that love at first sight, oh, if you're Rebecca, surely your Yitzhak or Isaac is surely going to find you and know who you are as soon as your eyes meet each other's eyes. So don't give up on romance. Romance is so incredible. Romance is beautiful. Romance is amazing. Romance is awesome. So you're going to be writing your own love story. So get your pens ready and write it down and write it out and share it with others. Maybe you have a song, a poem, just sharing your story is a testimony that's going to help and bless so many. So hold on tight and know that you are blessed to be a blessing. We are blessed to be a blessing. If you're a Naomi, perhaps you're not interested in being married because you've already had your marriage season, and you're going to be there to help, to empower and equip, and to encourage somebody else to get to their next. Or perhaps you're a couple, you're spiritual parents to newlyweds, or the two that are coming together to enter into that new life together, that new love. It's so incredible. You think about the wedding cake, all that goes into the planning, and perhaps you're not into the traditional style of all of that, and perhaps you just want to have something that is so different, so natural. Maybe you're not into all of the glitz and the glamour of having an elaborate wedding. Perhaps you just want to enjoy your new wife, your new husband, your king, your queen, just the two of you, an intimate setting with very few people around, if anybody at all. And perhaps you don't want to do it the way other people do it. You have a unique way that you would love to do it, and that will definitely give others inspiration. So just remember, love is amazing. Love is lovely. Love is the key to everything. Without love, we are dry. Without love, we are dull. Without love, oh, we dread the moments, right? But when you have that person that you were made for that's right there with you, life is so much better. Life is so much better, and life is so beautiful. Life is good, as one woman said. Life is better than good. Life is fantastic. It is marvelous. It is, woo, beyond description. It's indescribable because it's just that good. Because it's gooder than good, even though that's not a word. However, I definitely want to share with you that lyrical messages help a lot. They give you clues, they give you some insight, and it's definitely been a blessing to me and many others. So, whatever you have to share, share it. No matter how small it is, it will encourage somebody else, and let your voices be heard. And for those of you who do not know, my name is Shifrah Yocheved Yisrael. I am here to bring something of priceless value to you and not to take anything away from you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, connect. Definitely connect. Definitely want to hear from you. Shifrah Yocheved Yisrael at gmail.com. Comments, questions, prayer requests. If you just want to share your love story, whatever it is, let your voice be heard. Speak and let others hear you. Be bold and be confident and let your voice be heard. Be assertive. Do not be silent and do not be quiet, because you are here for such a time as this, and somebody needs to know your love story. I definitely want to hear about it. So please share. I love stories. I love romance stories. I love wedding movies and all of that. Love songs. It's so good. It's better than good. It's so sweet. So sweet. So shalom to each and every one of you, and have a wonderful evening. Shalom aleichem, which means shalom to you, and shalom means completeness. Completeness is what shalom means. It means completeness. It means that you have everything that you need and that there is no lack in your life. So blessings, Tov Baruka. And Mazel Tov, congratulations in advance. And if you're already joined together, congratulations, because you're definitely going to take it to the next level, to a new level. And you're going to have all kinds of testimonies and stories to share with your family, your friends, and strangers, and everybody. Remember, I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. Song of Songs 6:3. Shir Hashirim. Sing the song, dance the dance, and walk it out, walk in love. Shalom.